You have not only enjoyed your conversations, but you've also enjoyed looking at some of the photos that we have provided for you as you've looked at the faculty and staff that have started since 1912 up to the present. I also hope you've had a chance to enjoy some of the photos. Maybe some of you out there even have had a chance to say, gosh, I haven't changed at all in the past 50 years or longer. To help us celebrate this evening's festivities and milestones, it's indeed a pleasure for me to introduce Maryann Santos de Verona, who joined Purdue University as the Dean of the College of Education in July 2009. She arrived from Arizona State University, where she was Senior Associate Dean for Academic Programs and Personnel with the Mary Lou Fulton College of Education. Her diverse training in program evaluation and educational psychology, with an emphasis in school psychology, resulted in a number of academic and administrative positions within that college and university. Please join me this evening in welcoming Dean Santos de Verona for a few brief remarks.
Thank you, Jerry, and good evening to all of you. It really is my pleasure to be with you this evening to celebrate Agricultural Education Centennial. As someone who was raised in a big city and who unfortunately did not inherit my mother's green gene, that went to my brother and to my son, I had never really thought very deeply about the role that agriculture plays in the lives of every person in our nation. And although I spent several years at Texas A&M University, it wasn't until I arrived on Purdue's campus that my education on this front really began. Since that time, I've watched the crops around my home, I've worried about the weather, and I've learned about agricultural economics and food security. Thank you, Jay. You've helped me a lot with that. I also experienced my first ride in a combine and was very understandably impressed, not only by the precision and speed of the work that was accomplished, but also by the vast amount of data that was collected and processed during harvesting. And although I still have a lot to learn, my time here at Purdue has made me acutely aware of the importance of agriculture in the state, in the country, and in the world. I've also come to recognize the role that agricultural education has had in Indiana. It's been instrumental in preparing the state's youth to become leaders in all areas of the life sciences. It has trained professionals who are able to educate and communicate about the life sciences, and it has provided career pathways for the youth that also help to sustain the rich agricultural heritage of this state. That heritage began more than 100 years ago when, in 1908, Purdue University began providing professional education for teachers. The founding father of the education department, named George Rogers, was born on a farm in Decatur County, and he went on to become a teacher, a principal, and a superintendent in the public schools before becoming head of the education department here at Purdue. And agricultural education came along just a few years later in 1911. Agricultural teacher trainees were the first vocational teachers to be trained at Purdue. Professor Samuel Cromer, who was a member of the education department, conducted this training. He also organized the Agricultural Education Society, and he developed the practice teaching centers in conjunction with the secondary schools throughout the state. He was extremely successful because within 25 years, agricultural instruction was a part of every county in the state. And today, Purdue University remains the only agricultural education teacher preparation program in the state, and it is home to the state's cooperative extension service. Ag Ed made its mark in many ways over the years. In World War II, Staff members planned war production training classes, and they trained teachers to conduct these classes as part of a national program to increase food production during the war. The program also was a leader in developing the Future Farmers of America program for the state of Indiana, and also helped start a state FFA leadership training program. And today, with agricultural education faculty having joint appointments in both the College of Agriculture and the College of Education, the program is doubly supported in their efforts. As part of the Department of Youth Development and Agricultural Education, it is a vibrant example of that department's commitment to empower, to educate, and to enhance the quality of life, the leadership capacity, and the career opportunities for our young citizens. And those really are the reasons that most of us become educators. So I'm very pleased tonight to extend my congratulations to a program that has had a very important role in shaping the history and the success of the state for the last 100 years. And I know that we all look forward to very similar accomplishments in the next 100 years again. Thanks very much.